3DBoxing here with undefeated junior middleweight prospect Raymond Guajardo.
Yes, sir.
You told me earlier that you were on weight. How did the weight cut go? How did camp go? And how do you feel?
Camp went great, and the weight cut kind of struggled at the end, but we knocked it out, and now we're ready to go to war.
I want to talk to you about your last performance, your last knockout.
Yes, sir.
That was spectacular. You're starting to make some headlines. Talk to me about your last knockout and what that was like.
Yes, sir. Oh man, it was great. It was great. It was my first time fighting in Cali, first time fighting out of Texas. So I had to go show Cali how we do it, how us Texas boys do it. So went over there and did what I did.
I'm looking at you right now. You look like you get your full man strength, but you're only 19 years old.
Yes, sir.
You're fighting at 160 this fight. Are you going to stay at 160? You're going to go back down to 54? Where's your future?
It all depends. It really don't. I mean, I'll go to 154 to 160, whichever one. But I like 154 better. But I mean, we could stick to 162 if the manager keeps us here.
I wanted to ask you about one of your fellow PBC prospects, Joey Spencer, about your weight, about your age. I said on my podcast that I think you're the better prospect. You look at him at the hype he's getting. Do you look at him as a future opponent? Do you look at him as a future rival?
I watched a couple of his fights. Yeah, hopefully later in the future we'll be able to meet each other and go to war and see who worked the hardest to get to that spot.
I got you, of course.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I wanted to ask you about that power. In all honesty, is that something you developed in the gym, or is that one punch power? Is that God given?
God given and hard work. God given and all hard work.
So you've been pro for less than a year. I remember watching your pro debut in San Antonio in Cowboys. That was less than a year ago.
Yes, sir.
And you're already starting to get some national attention. People are already looking at you as a prospect. What's that like to go from unknown to, knockout artist prospect in such a short amount of time?
Oh, it's a blessing. It's really a blessing. I take it as a blessing because in the amateurs I wasn't really that known. So for me to come into the pros and then start making it to where I'm at now, like a train, you just can't stop me. I'm coming hard with it, and it's crazy.
Can we expect another quick knockout today or tomorrow? Or what's your game plan for tomorrow?
Of course. That's always the game plan. Knock them out. We won't like going all rounds. But I mean, if it don't happen, it don't happen. But we train to get them out in one round. So if it happens, it happens.
For those who haven't seen it, a lot of people have that. Describe your style because it's explosive, it's exciting. Talk to us about your style in the ring.
Real Mexican style is what I've always looked for since I was little. I've always wanted to be a hard-hitting Mexican fighter. So I like to go to war and I like to box too. I know they're gonna try to put a boxer to see if I could box, but when that day comes, they will see it.
Right now, you're just blowing past everyone. Do you feel pressure to go round, take it deep, and see how you respond later in rounds, or is it just get the guy out as quick as possible?
Nah, just get him out as quick as possible. Faster I get him out, faster I get paid.
I hear you. You fought 5 times in 2019?
Yes, sir.
Very active. You had your first fight in March, correct?
Yes, sir.
So you're fighting every other month. Is that a plan you want to stay on again for 2020?
Yes, sir. I want to stay as much active as I can. Keep going, keep beating them out.
Like I said, you've come so far in such a short amount of time. Is there a blueprint when you want to be fighting higher level fighters, and then eventually when you want to be fighting for world titles?
Shoot, if we could get it by the end of this year, if we could get it to the contender by the end of this year, that's what I'm really looking forward to. So by 2021, I'll be already looking forward to something big like that. But it all depends on God's plans.
The talent, the size, and the strength, and the power is all there. What do you need to fine tune? What do you need to work on to get a little better at?
I don't know. Every fight you learn something new, but I really think a lot I need to learn on how to care more, because sometimes I'll go in, I let them hit me, and I'm just like, nah, I'm the more harder one, and then I go in and get them out. So I think more I need to start to care more for my health and stuff.
I wanted to ask you about San Antonio. Mario Barrios won a world title last year.
Yes,
there's a bunch of prospects from San Antonio. Yourself, Hector Tanahara. There's a Josh Franco, Bam Rodriguez. Who's going to be the next one to a world championship? Is it you, or who's going to follow Mario Barrios?
I don't know. I know they've been in there for a minute, but I know I'm probably like one of the hottest ones coming out the city. So yeah. Hopefully me. But I know Josh is up next too. Josh has got a title too, I think. But yeah. We'll see where it comes.
San Antonio has become the new fight capital of America.
Yeah,
Raymond Guajardo, you must check him out tomorrow. He's got sensational one-punch power. Tell everyone where they can find you on social media.
You can find me on Instagram, _Guajardo3, and on Facebook, Raymond Guajardo, and on Twitter, Raymond_IC.
The best 154-pound prospect in the world, Raymond
Yes,
Guajardo.
sir.
God bless, champ.